Welcome in, everybody. It's the coach. This is Madden 20 on EA Sports. We are moments away from kickoff, and we've got a good one on tap between the Carolina Panthers and the Chicago Bears. With that, let's get out to venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Standing by with the call, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Just a beautiful afternoon for football, Coach. They say summer is the time to live in Chicago. Well, that's extended into autumn as we are ready to roll under blue skies at Soldier Field. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Carolina Panthers and the Chicago Bears. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden. And Charles, you look at this Bears team entering play. They come into this one knowing it's been a while since tasting victory. They've dropped 4 in a row.
Can they remember what it was like to win a game? In these types of situations, you're looking for someone to inspire you, and it doesn't have to be one of your best players either.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Panthers, they too were losers last week, so they're also hoping to get back in the win column.
Something's got to give in this one, right? Both teams want to start a new streak, and they both want it to be a victory. This should be a fun one.
Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by their quarterback, and none other than Cam Newton.
And what I loved about meeting with him before the game was talking to a guy who takes ownership of his performance. 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions last week, but all he focused on was the loss, okay? And he did say, if I change my stats a little bit, not necessarily for me to look better, but that'll help my team.
Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. And that'll set him back 5. And a manageable third down becomes a lot less manageable. 3rd and 7 after the false start. A shotgun snap for Newton. And that will be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
A 41-yard punt, 9 on the return, and the Bears take over. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. At a glance at the man under center at 6'5", he always demands attention.
And I liked what his head coach told us about him this week, that no matter what happens, whether he throws 7 interceptions or 7 touchdown passes, he's the same assertive leader in the huddle on each and every play. He can throw the 7 interceptions, just blame the football, blame anything else, and still carry himself like he is the man.
It's like you, assertive in our production meetings.
Well, especially when we're talking about ordering dinner, ordering some snacks.
I was just going to say.
That's where I go.
2nd and 3. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
Holding offense.
Usually see those guys out wide get called for holding on running plays. Here, a passing play.
Yeah, sometimes when you get this quick screen, bubble screen, anything where they're having to block for their fellow receiver, usually at the point of attack, and this time he got caught.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. And now a look at the offense for Chicago.
And I think we'll see a renewed sense of urgency out of this team this week because they have to make sure they don't waste this homestand. They had a home game last week, lost it. Now they've got the second straight. They've got to take advantage of it, get a win before they head out on the road.
And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more.
After a play like that, everyone on defense has got to go to the defensive line and give them their kudos. They destroyed everything inside. No place for the runner to go with the ball.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they'll get this across midfield, but not nearly close to a first down as he stopped at the 48. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and this will remain a scoreless game. Now they're set up nicely at the 45-yard line after the missed field goal from 55. Well, this is a guy who is already among an elite group of kickers that have hit from 60-plus in an NFL game, but that's a tough ask to try and get him to produce another one here.
You're exactly right. It's elite group for a reason, isn't it? No small feat for him to hit it from that distance. This one doesn't go through. I always marvel at those guys because it's the same approach every time, the same smoothness when they swing their leg. Doesn't look like they're putting anything extra even when they're kicking it for 60-plus.
And the offensive starters for the Panthers.
And they come off a tough loss last week, and what's their reward? A second straight road game. Rarely are teams happy about scheduling. They're always calling the league office saying, how come we have this game and that game? But when you're coming off of a loss on the road and you go right into another one, that's a difficult task.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 11 yards and a Panther first down. Now Newton on first down. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Eddie Goldman busting through to get him for a loss of 6. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. They'll run it now out of the gun. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4. Time to run through the starters on the defensive side for Chicago. They're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
They're not an elite unit. They're not, as what you'd say, the top part of the league against the run. They're a solid group, though. They do a good job. What they're looking for in this one, though, is an elite performance.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. Out of the gun, Newton. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
And this will not have the distance to get there. Short, no good, just under the crossbar. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And the last go-around for them, they tried that really, really long field goal, couldn't connect.
And in retrospect, I think a lot of people would say, well, why would you try one that long? You hurt yourself in field position. The ball comes out, there. That only helps the other team. But I look at it as maybe it was a double shot of confidence.
Oh, Cohen lost the football, and it's picked up by the Panthers. And some room to maneuver. The 20, 10, and he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Even the great ones, some of the best, they're not immune to the fumble, and here it really hurts them.
If the ball gets away from any runner's body, that's when the defense pokes at it, swipes at it, swats at it, and finds a way to create a big play for themselves.
Jason Sanders now for the extra point. And this will be good to give the Panthers a 7-0 lead. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This is taken near the 13. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this.
They'll run on first down. Swift, and able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Defense.
So a pretty early first quarter roughing the passer penalty.
Seems like the officials are going to let everyone know they're taking charge of this game. They're always going to protect the quarterback.
Now Cohen. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down.
Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team.
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
And the penalty helps, but not a whole lot. It's still 3rd and long. From the gun, Lawrence. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Roughing the passer, defense.
Well, instead of 4th down after the incompletion, it'll be 1st down, roughing the passer.
Coaches love their defenses to be aggressive, but they want them to be smart as well. Have to leave the quarterback alone at a certain point.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. To throw on 2nd down, Lawrence. Throwing left side, it's complete. Now the ball comes loose, and it's picked up by the Panthers. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
And the Panthers coming out now. And they were in field goal range the last time out but couldn't connect.
And it's early in the game, so I don't think that the confidence just goes entirely out of, running your kicker back out there. But let's face it, some coaches have a little bit less patience for that than others. Let's see if they call the game differently now in terms of what they do on drives and not try and settle for field goals.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12. On 1st down, Pierce. He'll only get a couple up to about the 30. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll try the air now with Newton. Quick hitter here, it's complete. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack there by Roquan Smith.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Off the play fake, Lawrence. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Call that a very strong gain of 24. On 1st and 10, Lawrence. He's got Burton here. And that play will go nowhere, losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. 2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. Here we go on 2nd and 12. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. Time for a look at our starters here on defense. And they've played well against the pass, currently ranked 7th in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
Looking to throw. Lawrence. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Here comes the Bears punter now. Christian McCaffrey deep for Carolina. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. The ball's out. McCaffrey lost it. And this is picked up by the Bears. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
I'm coming for you. You mine.
First down, a run with Cohen. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first.
That was good, tough running right up the middle, and if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
A first trip to the red zone for the Bears. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11. Operating from the gun, Lawrence. A quick throw, but incomplete. They were looking for Johnson that time, and now it's 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Draw play, Cohen. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today.
A 32-yard attempt.
And Elliott puts this one through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Out comes Christian McCaffrey with the rest of the offense. It's the 2nd quarter. His team has the lead, but I think he's hoping for a little bit more production out of himself.
And we often talk about preaching patience to a runner when things are a little bumpy in the early going, but we have to do the same thing with the offensive line. They can't wait to halftime to make the adjustments. They have to do it from series to series so those surface tablets come into play. Check out what the defense is doing and see if they can find a better way to run it.
So they search for that patience here now. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. The Panthers on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is going to be 3rd and 13. From the gun, here's Newton. And the throw there going to be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They'll start things on first with Tariq Cohen. And they'll hit him for a loss as he's back to his 2-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. He came out ready to play. That's 3 tackles for a loss, Charles. We're only in the second quarter.
And that's problematic for the guys trying to run offense because that means he's got a pretty good idea of what they're doing and is actually beating them to the point of attack and making those plays. Might have to think about some misdirection or something to try and get him away from the ball.
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Lawrence. This is Johnson. He's got it. And they're going to get the first out here as he's up to the 14. A nice first down pickup on a gain of 6. So still backed up, but the situation not as dire now. 1st and 10 at the 14. Back to throw. Lawrence. And he completes it to Cohen. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that'll make this a 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. They run. This is Cohen. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Lawrence. That is caught by Cohen. Heck of a move and then brought down near the 23. 6 yards on the pickup, and they're going to face a 3rd down. Off the bootleg, Lawrence. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. It's a pickup of 6.
Now that's absolutely frustrating for a defender. Had a chance to get him on the ground before he got to the sideline, but what great vision and understanding where he is on the field as he headed for the marker and picked up the first down.
Robinson's got it. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. The Bears on the move. They've got another first down. They'll look to throw again. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. They'll run for it with Tariq Cohen, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Tariq Cohen, his first touchdown on the year, and the Bears have taken the lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead is now 10-7. A pretty long drive that time, 11 plays all told. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29. The Panthers on third down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, Newton completes it to Samuel. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 44-yard line. We often, with Cam Newton, talk a lot about his legs. Don't forget about that arm.
He can throw it on a rope. He can loft it. He's got the touch that's been developed throughout his career. But the big part about just watching him throw it, it seems almost effortless.
13 yards, first down, Panthers. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Newton to throw. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Give him 18. It's a Carolina first down. Newton now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here. Well, I think this is a free play for Newton. And this one drops incomplete, but I think the defense jumped.
Offside. Defense.
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Following the penalty, it's 1st and 5, and you got to think offensively, all kinds of options. Again, Newton. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal. On the ground, McCaffrey. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Panthers are going to jump back in front. And nothing special there. They show they were going to run the football. They ran it. They got it in.
Like old-time football, right? Hey, this is exactly what we're going to do. Straight-ahead power, and they got it done.
Sanders now to add the extra point. And that makes it 14-10. So that drive 7 plays in length. And the last play on the drive, the touchdown run from Christian McCaffrey. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. They came out not so hot. The first quarter, they were sputtering a little bit, but they seem to have stayed the course and really righted the ship here in the second.
Well, let's face it, all the preparation that goes into getting ready for a game.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Brian Burns, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
The Bears on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12. Looking to throw. Lawrence. The screen pass here to Cohen. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Illegal block in the back. Return team.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Back to throw, Newton. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Back to the ground on 1st, it's McCaffrey. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside, as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, Newton. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. On 1st down, Newton. Looking left side, and it's complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 14 yards, good for a Panther 1st down.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
Newton's pass. Complete to number 14.
Mike, 58, right there.
A gain on the play.
Right. Let's go, B, let's go.
Now a 1st down throw for Newton. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Newton. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he's got this down to the 35.
We got this.
Now a signal and a timeout call, as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. A lot to get to here as some of the division races starting to take shape as we look around the NFL here in week number 7. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. In our game, it was Cam Newton who led the way in that first half. His guys have the lead as we'll hand it back over to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half.
We play to win. Let's go.
So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there. To throw on third down, Lawrence. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34. 5 yards on the screen, but that'll take us to fourth down.
They dialed up the screen pass on third down, and for a second, it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a first down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And all of a sudden here, it's third down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. And he's got his target. That's Moore. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Here we go.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 14 yards, good for a Panther first down. Newton on first down. He gets it to Thomas. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. So second in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's brought down. The Carolina passing game definitely in sync. They've got another first down. A shotgun snap for Newton. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, the second half, no matter what, whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever, this was a big score to start the second half.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now the Bears coming out as they get ready. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field in this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First down for the Bears, a gain of 15. They'll run on first down. Swift. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back.
Down. 10-2 saw. Mike's by 4. There's a party now. Woo! Deep grip.
To throw on second down. Lawrence. He'll leave it for Cohen, complete. 5 yards on the pickup, and that's going to bring up a third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. From the gun, Lawrence. This one into the hands of Burton. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 16 yards is the pickup there and a first down for Chicago. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Off play action, Lawrence. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Leonard Floyd, the old Georgia Bulldog, fighting his way into the backfield. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Off the play fake, Lawrence. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 18.
Can't block me. You can't block me. Kill.
On first down, Cohen. And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13.
54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Watch the run.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Lawrence. Johnson was the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and 4. This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down.
4 down.
Operating from the gun, Lawrence. This one out left to the tight end, Burton. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
See what you got.
From the gun, Lawrence. Johnson's got it complete. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? And he's got his man. That's Robinson. Touchdown Bears. Allen Robinson. His 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys are back within a single score.
Well, you know, you can't get all the points back at once, but baby steps a good start.
A start that was sorely needed because this team looked like they might be out of this one, but getting a touchdown, getting back into it, gives them hope as they move forward.
Elliott now to add the extra point. He's got it, and it's 24-17. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This will be taken about the 12. He's going to be stopped here with a penalty marker on the field.
Personal foul.
I'm not sure what this is about.
Defense.
So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
Excellent field position after the face mask penalty. 1st and 10 out near midfield. Draw play as Newton gives to McCaffrey. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44. Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
They're going to try the jet sweep. Robinson with it. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike.
From the gun on 3rd down, Lawrence gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Here comes the Bears punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. That's taken on the 25.
Let's go!
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. McCaffrey. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 11. Throwing is Newton. And that's complete to McCaffrey. 11 yards and a Panther first down. Newton now perfect since the 2nd half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
False start. Offense.
Check the backer, check the backer.
The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
Here's Newton. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd and 10.
56,
This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 35. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. They'll run. This is Pierce. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Another run, this time McCaffrey. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Get ready. Right there, 56. I'm scared. Mike's 56. 56.
They'll run on first down. It's Pierce, and he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Here's McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll try the air now with Newton. And is it a touchdown? No signal. No, they say incomplete. A line of scrimmage once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. They'll run with McCaffrey, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and goal. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on? And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. They've been moving the ball well offensively, really getting into a groove. Last play, pass completion. Now, finally, the defense gets there.
And you have to find a way to disrupt their rhythm. Do you do it with coverage or do you do it with pressure? They elected to go with pressure, and it was the right call.
So his second field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the fourth quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11. Throwing on first down. Lawrence. Allen's got it complete. Allen hit. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a two-possession game. It is a two-possession game at this stage in the fourth. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby. Ready, ready. 18 Gator. Mike 5-4. Let's go. Get him. Get him. Get him. Let's go.
On the draw, this is Cohen.
Run.
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike.
On first down, Lawrence. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Call it a loss of 6 on the play. And it'll be a 2nd and long.
We want it. Come to my way. Ready?
To throw on 2nd down, Lawrence. He gets this one to Johnson.
I'm going to hit you. 59 Mike. Check. 59.
On 3rd down, Lawrence. Allen here on the screen. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker. 5 yards on the screen, but that'll take us to 4th down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Meanwhile, in Foxborough there in the 4th quarter, the Patriots, they've now taken the lead over the Bills. If they hang on, that would up their win total to 5 on the season so far. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. The field goal we just saw has this now at a 1-score game, and on this side of the football, things are getting pretty tenuous, a little stressful.
Blood pressure up a little bit, you think?
I think up a lot of it.
Could you imagine taking the pulse right now? It might be like a jackhammer out there on that side of the ball. But here's what the deal is. I think what we've observed is a team that's been playing not to lose as opposed to playing to win. And they've got to get back to that. And that means opening things up again, being a little more free in what they're trying to get done on offense.
On first down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Throwing on 2nd and long. Newton, that's to McCaffrey, complete. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Now Newton. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Operating from the gun, Lawrence. That's complete to Robinson. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. He's got Allen. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down. Laundry on the field. This is going to be a false start on the offense.
Sometimes you have to slow things down a little bit when things get heated. The cadence has to be slow and deliberate at times to make sure your team's ready to go.
Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Back to throw. And he'll go right back to Allen. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears 1st down. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. Oh, no, he lost the football.
You ain't doing nothing today.
The Bears moving hastily in the hurry-up offense. They'll look to throw. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
Elliott on for the extra point. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. Boy, hard to ask for a better game thus far. 27 apiece is our score as the kick's away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And with time of factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll start things out at the 25. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. On 2nd and 11 now. Newton. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Third down, here's McCaffrey. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Here's Michael Pilardi now. He's been terrific so far. And we have free football overtime. Here we go, my friend.
And the way this game played out, this is exactly how it should end, going to overtime, because neither one got an advantage today.
It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
This one taken just inside the 10. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around...
The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Back to throw. Lawrence. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Lawrence. This is caught by Robinson. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. I know there may be temptation to go for it here in overtime, but you have to punt the football.
I like how emphatic you are about it, because I know the tendency is, as a player, let's go get this thing. You're actually telling your coach, come on, coach, we can get it. We have that play call. And the head coach has to remember, that play call likely isn't there. Punt the ball away. Punt it away. Be smart.
Trust your defense.
Trust them.
Here's Newton. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And he gets it up to the 10-yard line here. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. 11 yards and a Panther first down. On the ground, McCaffrey. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Panther first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Newton to throw. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. This is McCaffrey. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Now a play fake, and it's Newton. And his throw here's incomplete. The intended receiver there, Ian Thomas, but it's going to be 2nd down. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Now a run with McCaffrey. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Back to throw, Newton. That's Samuel, caught left side. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. The defense does its job. Now they're going to get the ball here in overtime with a chance to win it.
Major league kudos to them, because to get the ball back in this spot, everything was on them. It had to happen, and they pulled it off. They'll get it back for their offense with a chance to win. I absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
A little bit of daylight on that first down run sets him up nicely. 8 yards on the carry. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
This being their second opportunity in overtime, third overall drive, see if they can settle into a rhythm.
And that's what you're looking for. Get a few first downs, move the ball downfield, have some confidence, get yourself in a spot where you can at least kick a field goal to win it. But I tell you this, if I'm the play caller, I'm looking at that part of my sheet that says playmakers. Get the ball in their hands, critical situation, now's their time.
It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives them a new set of downs. Off play action. Lawrence. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. He's got Burton here. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. On 1st and 10, Lawrence. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
You got 4. You got 4.
Now a give right side. Swift. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. 2 minutes left in this overtime session and still all tied. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Back to throw. Lawrence. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 14 yards in the Chicago first down. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll keep it on the ground. Swift finding room inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 35-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here at OT. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And they give this time to the tailback. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 2nd and final timeout, remember, here in overtime. We'll be back. On 2nd down, Swift. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Now another timeout called for by the offense. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Throw left side complete. It's Ferguson. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. That last pass puts him over 300 yards now in the game. More importantly, though, big first down here in OT.
And the team around him has a lot of confidence now after picking up that first down. Everyone seems a little more energized. But did I hear you before the game call in and say, this is my quarterback for your fantasy league? Because he just gave you a good stat, didn't he?
He did, and I appreciate it. Well, we thought this game would be a good one. It did not disappoint into overtime, and it took the field goal to win it.
And we always pay lip service to how important it is to play defense. And usually we focus on the big offensive pyrotechnics, right? But in this case, they got the ball back on defense, gave themselves a chance, and they capitalized on it with a victory.
And I don't care what distance that field goes from in overtime. The knees are always knocking, but he pushed it through.
Not only that, think about your snapper, your holder. A lot of nerves for them, too, because they have to do their job in order to give him one last chance to put a foot to it.
So for the Bears, it's a much-needed victory as it gets them back to 2-4 on the year. And they will hit the road next week. Meanwhile, for Carolina, the loss here will move them back to 500 at 3-3. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.